what's wrong? What am I doing wrong? And the thing that they're doing wrong is they're trying to delegate before they master a skill. A lot of people fear Google Ads, hate Google Ads, or never even tried Google Ads but heard so many bad things that it's a waste of money, which it is if you don't know what you're doing. It's about building content, but it's more about building and structuring your brand.
Have you ever wondered how you can use Google and this amazing opportunity of the internet and social media to earn more money in your business? Well, today we have special guest Lior Vaknin, and he specializes in helping people to boost their search engine optimization and drive more sales in their local businesses. So whether you have a lawn care business or a landscaping business or any home service-based business for that matter, today Lior is going to share the secrets of how to make more money by making sure you're taking advantage of your website, your Google business profile page, social media, and so much more. So without further ado, here is Lior Vaknin. And Lior, why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you do? And then I have several questions for you of how we can best optimize our online presence. Welcome to the show, Lior.
All good, Paul. Thanks for having me, man.
You're my first guest from Mexico on the show. Like, you're in Mexico. That's where you live?
That's where I live right now, yeah. We're kind of digital nomads. Lived in the States. Last year we lived in Portugal. Right now here we're in Mexico. So the good thing about the current lifestyle is that you can work and help people from anywhere in the world, basically. All you got to do is have a good internet connection and you're set.
That's fantastic. Well, I appreciate you joining us on the show today. I recently was on your podcast and got to kind of share with you my experience with marketing a lawn care business. But go ahead and tell everyone who you are and what you do.
Yes, sir. So my name is Lior Vaknin. I'm a business coach helping home service business owners learn how to grow their business into 7- and 8-figure companies by mastering lead generation. What most home service business owners, like their journeys is pretty similar, starting from being, like you like to call it, chuck in the trunk, and just growing from being the technician and working for other people. Then they're starting their own companies, their own ventures, but they're coming with the technical skills, a lot of time with the sales skills, but they have no idea on how to do marketing and lead generation. And so what ends up happening is that a lot of them go and try working with different marketing agencies and they get burned by so many scammers and low quality service providers where they feel like, what's wrong? What am I doing wrong? And the thing that they're doing wrong is they're trying to delegate before they master a skill themselves. That's what I do. I help and teach and guide the service business owners how to understand how to generate leads online from Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, how the whole thing works. And once they do, we also teach them how to delegate their job and the task for people at the fraction of the cost that they'll charge them. Marketing agencies will charge them.
Yes, I'd like to talk about all of the above. You mentioned Facebook ads, Google ads, just general SEO. Walk us through, if you are working with a lawn care business owner, what is their best strategy to get premium customers into their local lawn business?
Absolutely. So the first thing I would start off with would be with Google Ads. A lot of people fear Google Ads, hate Google Ads, or never even tried Google Ads but heard so many bad things that it's a waste of money, which it is if you don't know what you're doing. But if you do, it's the best platform in the world for service people to generate leads and new clients on the fly and basically set it up in a matter of days. The thing that I would start off would be with Google Ads with something very minimal for, let's say, $100, $150 per day. And this will give you, obviously, depends on the market where you're at and on the level of competition. But this could give you roughly around 8 to 10 new leads, new client, like from the leads, let's say it's 70 to 80% conversion rate to being clients. But this is something that can generate you new clients. And these are people who are actually looking for lawn care. So you don't need to shove your service down their throat, but they are actively looking for lawn care professionals to come and work on their property. So that would be my number one strategy. SEO, Facebook ads, these things are things that take a little bit longer and are great for long-term strategy. But if you're looking to generate leads right now, Google ads would be my bet.
So if a customer types into Google, I'm just thinking as a customer, if I want somebody to come mow my lawn, I'm probably going to type in lawn care near me or lawn care in my city or lawn care in Atlanta. And then your Google ads plan then position the local service provider to pop up first on the chart when the lady or sir is looking at the results from Google. Is that what I understand you saying?
Absolutely. But Paul, you need to understand that that's only half of the job. So half of the job is actually positioning your ads at the top ranking, number one Google ads result, so people can see your ad and click on it. But the second part, and this is where so many people get it wrong, and a lot of marketing companies spend thousands of dollars of their clients' budget where they're just focusing on getting the number one results, but not focusing on converting those clicks into phone calls and lead submissions. And so that's our focus. The industry average, just to give you some number, the industry average for someone who is not working with any marketing company, is just trying to do it on his own. When they're running Google ads, basically they're getting a conversion rate of between 5 to 8%. That's on average, meaning that less than 8 people, let's say 8 people out of 100 clicks actually contact you. Now, when you're working with a marketing agency, usually they get you around between 18 to 22% conversion rate on average. Our students, where they understand the importance of the landing page experience, like how to optimize it and putting all the emphasis on it, they get around 33% conversion rate, meaning that 1 of the 3 clicks is turning into a lead. Now, a lead for the service industry, in case you guys are wondering, there's only 2 types. Either someone is actually calling you or they're leaving their contact information on your site. That's it. It's not people who view your site. It's not how long they stayed. None of this matters. The only thing that matters is, did someone call me or did they fill out the form and leave their contact information there? That's it.
That's powerful. And so going a little step further, talk a little bit about SEO in this day and age. And also curious to hear your thoughts on ChatGPT and how we can be using that to beef up our SEO. So what are your thoughts on all of that?
Again, these are all tools. And I think that on my podcast, when I had you, is we talked about your journey and about the importance of self-branding. So these tools, these mechanisms, whether it's Facebook ads, whether it's Google ads, whether it's SEO and local SEO, those are complementary assets and tools for you to amplify your brand. But it all starts with it. And by the way, you won't, because this is one of the ranking factor. But let's say you are at the number one result on your Google business profile and with your local SEO when someone's looking for lawn care near me and you're in their 3-5 mile radius. If your website looks shitty and if you don't have any original photos of yourself, no video, and there's no personality behind it, no one wants to, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if you're a trustworthy person. I don't know if other people have used your service and were happy. Those are tools. But at the core of it, service business owners need to understand that they're a brand. They're building a brand and they need to master all these different things as complementary to their brand, as complementary assets, as complementary strategies, tactics, however you want to approach it. But those are all complementary. Now, to give you some quick tips for the viewers and listeners out there, what you want to do if you're looking to improve your Google business profile, first of all, understand that it's interlinked with your website, meaning that it's not just a standalone Google business profile and all you need to do is just putting up blog posts on that and updating your photos or whatever. But it interlinks with the content on your site. So let's say you're in Atlanta, but the surrounding neighborhoods. Give me a name of one of the surrounding neighborhoods, Paul.
Country Club of the South. It's in Alpharetta, Georgia, a suburb of Atlanta.
All right, Country Club of the South. So let's say that I have on my site, I have lawn care in Country Club of the South. Now, Google index it. Their bots are always scrolling and crawling our website, and they're picking up this information. And we have a good article about our work that we're doing it. And this is, by the way, where ChatGPT comes into play. ChatGPT, we can't just solely rely on it to do the work for us, but it's like our assistant, okay? So we can ask it, can you give me 300-word piece of information about the history of Country Club of the South? Or whatever it is, but add some context to this page where I'm talking about Country Club of the South. Now I'm adding a video that I've shot on the job itself, and I posted up on my YouTube, and I tagged it as lawn care in Country Club of the South. And so this is embedded on my page, and I'm having pictures where their tag is Country Club of the South. Now Google picks all of this. Now all of a sudden I have like a full page on my site that talks about lawn care in Country Club of the South. Now, next time someone goes and look for it, all of a sudden, your Google business profile and your website, both of them are ranking, but you would see that in your Google business profile, it says, as mentioned on their site, meaning that they're getting the information from the website and they're seeing that this is relevant for what the user actually looked for. And so it's about building content, but it's more about building and structuring your brand. Because like we said before, it's not about just having just 500, 700 word article, but it's about bringing people, seeing our work, seeing that we're in this area, showing us working in this area, in this neighborhood. And so this will increase our conversion rate by tens, like sometimes like close to 20, 30, 40%. It'll increase our chances of converting that random visitor, that someone who actually clicked on, whether it's on organic or on a paid result, and then having them actually call us.
Yeah, and I think the fresh photo on the website, on the Google My Business, that those fresh pictures are so important, because a lot of things that I notice when I audit someone's online presence is that they just use stock photos. I mean, I've seen the same picture of the guy rolling the sod. I'm like, oh, you got that from Adobe Image. I mean, the Adobe thing. Like, I've seen that picture so many times, and the random guy mowing the yard. But if it's actually you or your team with your company shirt on, and they're in the Country Club of the South, or they're in fill in the blank of the neighborhood that you're marketing to, the resident of that neighborhood is going to recognize, oh yeah, that's Linda's house down the street, or yeah, that, like, I recognize that landmark. And the fresh photo, like, I feel like you just would stand out so much better by updating your pictures and not using stock images, but using your real fresh pictures of showcasing your portfolio of your work.
100%. And a lot of people fear that they don't look professional enough and they don't have a 5K camera. It doesn't matter. Like, obviously it would be nicer if you have a professional camera, or like you take a photo shoot day with a professional team to go with you, but that's not a must. I would much rather have someone with just their iPhone, which in today's world, it's as good as a professional camera, but just showing their truck, showing them on the site with their branded shirt, with their hat and their crew, rather than having all these Shutterstock or Adobe Image or whatever it is. People are right now in our day and age are super sensitive to these things. And that brings our scam alert instinct immediately. When we see all these, it's like, what this guy is like, is this even a company? Is it just a lead generation website that just capture my information and then goes out and sells it to someone else? It's just someone who's looking for it longer. So these are kind of the psychology that's going on in that person's mind. So what you want to do is you want to lower the suspicious level, and you want to create as much trust as possible with the means you have. And the means you have are your online presence, are your Google business profile, are your website. And so that's what you need to do.
Do you have any other tips on SEO in 2023? What else should lawn care business owners, of course, running Google ads, having a great website with a good landing page, fresh pictures, what else kind of completes that orchestra or tapestry of a complete success online and getting customers?
YouTube videos, man. I can't emphasize it enough. Just create content, video content. We're in 2023. Video content is king. So again, you don't need professional gear. What you want to do is you want to take your iPhone and you want to buy something like this, which is a DJI mic, which costs like $250, $300. And sometimes you don't even need that for the first 10, 20 videos where you can just shoot yourself on a time lapse or whatever it is, just showing yourself on a job site. And in your video title, you want to put in the type of service you did, landscaping, lawn care, in area, neighborhood that you're at. And what's beautiful is that Google loves Google products. So you won't need to do some super complicated SEO backlinks and all this, BS stuff that the people tell you. You would see how you're ranking in matter of hours. You'll start ranking with video at the top results of Google search result with nothing. Just having your title, obviously having something written in the description, having it maybe added in the tags, and that's pretty much it. And it's like people is like in my programs, like it's like their mind, wow, like we thought that SEO is like, yeah, you can do advanced stuff if you want to rank for, I don't know, lawn care Atlanta, which would be very hard to do because there are people who are, pushing it for years, and it's a very competitive keyword. But people forget about all these long tail keywords, which is what people now, we're interacting. It's not just like back in the day, we just looked for a short search term. Nowadays, people are interacting because of ChatGPT, because of the involvement of how we're interacting with the internet, is who's the best lawn care person in my neighborhood? And all of a sudden, you're coming up because you have a video that talks about this specific neighborhood. So This is, video content, man, it's key.
So you're doing I got a buddy, lives in a city. He would put lawn care in that city as the YouTube title, or if it's a landscaping job, it's a landscaping project in, fill in the name of the link of the city. That's for long form content. What about for shorts? Should guys be making YouTube shorts?
I just want to emphasize on this. I want you to think of the content in terms of neighborhoods. Again, not just cities. Okay, cities is great, but you want to do micro tagging and be hyper focused on your area. When you came on my show, we talked about how you started with your journey, and you told me, listen, Lior, I was all over Atlanta, and that thing it took my health. I was just always driving around, and Atlanta is huge. No, you want to focus on that area that you're at. And from there, you can start expanding into nearby neighborhoods, and if there's a county or a district that's really nearby, then you start focusing on that. But don't just try to lawn care LA. Oh, Lior's advice not working. Yeah, of course. You're talking about, tens of millions of people in this area, or like over 10 million in LA area. No, you want to be hyper focused. So that's regarding the long form content. The short form content, that's good for brand recognition. This is when people go on your Instagram and go on your YouTube or whatever it is, it's digestible pieces of content where you're always in their mind. So maybe they don't need a lawn care right now because it's winter, but maybe in a few months, if you're being consistent, whenever I do need, I'm like, oh yeah, there's this dude on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube that I like watching. I should contact him. And these would be the best clients that you can charge premium pricing. You shouldn't charge the lowest price. I'm not a big fan of, I'm giving out the, no, you're a brand. You should build yourself as a brand. I specialize in this neighborhood. I specialize on this type of lawn care designs. Now that they see you and they saw your content on Instagram and they feel like they relate to you, because a lot of people just don't. They don't like us for whatever reason, because of how we look, how we speak, whatever it is, it's theirs. But those who do, they want to work only with us. And this is where short form content basically lures them into our ecosystem, and then those become basically customers for life.
So good. Well, this has been super helpful, Lior. I know you're just warming up, but my schedule is absolutely packed today, so I got to get on to my next meeting. But I want to give you the opportunity to let people know how they can connect with you and what services you offer and how you can help guys get more customers through improving their online presence.
Sure, man. So first of all, if you're listening, watching this, and you're happy with the amount of leads and the amount of growth your business is currently experiencing, my services isn't for you. Our services is for business owners, home service business owners, and more specifically that are fed up with all these different marketing companies over-promising and under-delivering, and they understand that in order for them to grow, they must master the art of lead generation themselves. If that's you, you're welcome to check out localservicemastery.com. And obviously you can look up my YouTube channel and Instagram. My name is Lior Vaknin, handle VakninLior.com. That's it, Paul. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And whenever you want, man, I'm here for you guys.
Thank you so much for the insights and for your time. I absolutely appreciate it, and hope you guys will reach out to Lior and have him help you in your business.